video, but I'll
Did you
wait
see
till
my?
we get started.
Did you see the
Hello,
private chat?
everyone. Hello, cats and kittens. We are live on this beautiful Saturday night, and we're going to do Elvis Chat Part 2. But before we start, I have to go to the washroom real quick, and then we'll get this party started. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Make sure everything's working here real quick, and then we'll. All right. So, JJ, take over for a few seconds while I go to the toilet. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay, everyone. Before we get going with the Elvis thing, I can tell you what I've been doing for the last week. Is I've been doing nothing but driving around and taking kids to college and moving kids in dorms, and I've been all over driving 6 hours here through Chicago. It's been pretty stressful. So I was sad when I told James that I missed the Elvis thing because I was taking my daughter somewhere. I was in the car. I even tried to join, but I was only on 4G. That was impossible. So James said he would do a part 2 here. So I don't know exactly what he wants me to show, but I brought all my stuff here to show for Elvis. And how more fitting can we have for a guy that died on a toilet to have James making the sound of a toilet in the background? Now that is pretty keen out there. Hi, Mike. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, buddy.
You made it. Good. Nice to see you.
Do you want me to put the link out there yet, James, for anybody that wants to join us, or do you want to talk for a while?
We'll wait till we get more people in there. It's still kind of quiet, and then we'll see if anybody wants to talk. But if anybody's coming up here, make sure you stick to the subject of Elvis.
Attention shoppers. James, please check the private chat. Thank you.
There's nothing in the private chat.
Yeah, there is.
I don't see anything. It's blank.
I'll try it again. Well, now.
Okay, now I see it. Yes. Ooh. All right. That sounds good. I'm not going to say anything to anybody about it, but that's just between you and me.
But then you have some entertainment for tonight.
Mm-mm. So is the hooker going to join us tonight? Peaches?
No, I gave him that off.
Dang. Oh, well. What are you going to do?
Yeah, James, I was in the car trying to follow your stream, and I was so far up north Wisconsin in the boonies that I couldn't get a signal for nothing. I couldn't even see your video. It was just swirling. I was like, this is not going to work. So I just sent you a message like, I'm really sorry I tried.
Yeah, well, JJ said, let's do a part 2 because you look like you're a little disappointed that the first one didn't work out so well. I mean, it was fine for the first maybe hour, but then everything just fell apart after that. And then Sean Spins sent me an email 2 days ago telling me that Ryan Kidd, who lives in Memphis, Tennessee, might join me. So I sent out an email to Ryan Kidd yesterday, and hopefully he'll come up on screen and join us for the.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Call. Yeah,
maybe get some ribs from that place across the street from Graceland.
Ooh. Yeah. Hold on, I'm getting messages. Dang it. Okay. That's okay. So as soon as we get more people, I'm going to show you the magazine. I gave you a sneak peek on my daily vlog today, which I've been, which I haven't been doing on a regular basis, which I should do more. Oh, we're getting more people. Hey, Dan. Mick, how you doing?
Hey, Mick. Dan, evening, James, evening, Mike.
Yeah.
Good to see everybody out there. I'm sorry, James. I don't own anything T-shirt wise Elvis. I can explain that later why I don't.
That's okay. I'm not even wearing Elvis my Beatles. Well, because it's hot outside.
Although I did threaten it once, and my wife was actually thinking I was serious. One time when we flew to Florida, we had to catch a connecting flight for 2 hours in Memphis. And I was telling, if you go to the gift shop at the airport in Memphis, I don't know if it's still this way, but this was back in like 2000. You went to the gift shop in Memphis. They had the sunglasses, the full outfit, the sideburn wig, everything. You could like,
oh wow,
you could go in the gift shop Get yourself an Elvis outfit and then come out and go board your plane looking like you're going to go on the Lisa Marie.
That is awesome, man.
Yeah. And then what was funny about it is that we end up eating at a restaurant called Cheers, which is based on the TV show.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
The actual place itself?
Well, it was like a chain restaurant that they had in the airport, to
cool.
Get a burger. Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome.
Well, James got 11 people right now.
Yeah. Well, let's see if you remember how to make me big.
Make you big.
See the 3 dots next to me? Yep, you got it. You still know how to do it, buddy. So here's what I gave you guys a little sneak preview of before. The complete story, Elvis and the Colonel. Ho, ho, ho. And it says down here, what really happened? The mysterious manager behind rock's biggest icon. And there's the 68 comeback special on the back with all the crowd and the fans. So now I'll show you some pictures in here, like I promised. There he is.
Oh, wow. Tom Hanks.
Yep, Tom Hanks. There's Elvis. I'm not feeling very well, so I'm going to go to bed.
I'm on all those drugs, they all getting to me in my system right now. And
well,
I just had about
my girlfriend, we're going to go home.
And biscuits.
We're going to go home and we're going to have some fried peanut butter and banana sandwiches with bacon.
Yo, very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
There he is, looking dapper as from Aloha from Hawaii. There's the Colonel with his cigar. Almost dropped the magazine. There he is with the long-haired sideburn. Look at the sideburns. Oh my God. Dang.
My wife said if I grew sideburns like that, she would chop them off while I'm sleeping.
Really?
Yeah. I'm dead serious. I asked her when we were watching Elvis.
Ah, this is a nice shot. I like this shot in the leather. Hey, Bob, how you doing?
Bob! And you know why Bob is unique? Because Bob spells his name backwards like I do.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Can't stay, just getting ready to have dinner with my sweet wife, but did want to say hello.
Well, thank you very much.
Glad you came to see us. I'm glad to see you. And there's the lovely Anne Margaret. My favorite, Viva Las Vegas. Oh, and there's the Beatles. Hello, boy. Hello, Elvis. And we're going to smoke some weed. Here's Elvis looking awesome.
I believe.
All right, pictures. You want to buy this? You can buy this, and it's worth the money. I haven't read it yet, but
I just can't help believing when she puts her hands in my hand, and it feels so warm and helpless, and my fingers fold around it like a glove. Hey, James. Do you want me to show stuff first, or do you want me to do my favorite Elvis routine?
Do your famous Elvis routine.
Okay. Make me big.
All right. You can do that yourself, too.
Well, okay.
Come on up here, son. You made me big. You have to click on the same thing, but on your side. You have 3 dots next to your name.
All right, I'm there. My favorite thing was Eddie Murphy, and Eddie Murphy Comedian was my favorite routine that Eddie Murphy ever did. And if people don't know this about Eddie Murphy, he is a huge Elvis fan. He followed Elvis. He did Elvis, everything. So the one routine that I do know, and it's my favorite one that he does, is when he talks about Elvis, and he goes something along the lines of, Elvis was bad, boy. Elvis was a bad motherfucker, boy. Elvis was bad, vicious, sing his ass off. They let him do movies. They let him sing so good he couldn't act. He goes. They got said, "Fuck it, let him sing all the dialogue." Elvis got to win this race. Well, I gotta win this race. Elvis wants some lemonade. Lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink. Remember that before he died? Elvis. I was all fat and shit, and his butt be hanging out and shit. And he's looking like he's doing the shitty walk on the stage like this. And he come out and he goes, I live a life as fool. I've traveled each and every boy we all tomorrow was born this. Excuse me. And it in my way.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm kind of different that way, James, because my parents weren't that, they weren't into Elvis. I had to learn Elvis on my own. I mean, I hear all these people say how their parents and they passed on Elvis to them, and that was not the case in my house. I had to learn Elvis on my own. And I do have to say, and I'll be honest, is that I watched the movies. I thought they kind of stunk. I just couldn't get into them. And I was into old movies, and I just couldn't get into them no matter what I did. I put him back out there right now. I'm going to try to watch some more of his movies, but I will show you the DVDs and records eventually here when you want me to.
Yeah,
that I
it's
have.
a little too early yet to jump into that yet, but we will soon.
Okay.
But I'm going to show you something that you got to practice again, getting your wingman stuff and make
it go, Mike.
Make me big.
Make it big. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. We're gonna make it big. Oh, there we go. we got him on the soul layer right now. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I went to a witch doctor and he made me small. See, I'm a small little guy now. Look at me. We're gonna win this race. See, this is my little Elvis radio. I just got a new battery for it, but I get no signals on the damn thing. I'm not gonna turn it on because it's gonna really go messing up the mic. So I'm not gonna do that. So that's
Lisa!
That.
Oh my God! It's Lisa. Lisa just showed up. I thought the stream was gonna go nowhere, James, and all of a sudden, I look at the screen. I look at here, and it's Groovy Lisa. She showed up. She just had nothing to do today, and just popped into our stream. How do you like that?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just saw that and I got excited.
What do you think of this? Not cool?
Well, that's very cool. Thank you very much.
Look at the detail on that guitar.
Oh.
And there's the back with the strap and his butt.
Yeah, Mike, I don't know. Real quick while he's showing that, I'm sorry, but I'm just answering Mike's chat there.
No problem. All right, I'll make myself small.
No, I'll just put the chat up there. That's what I was talking about, is that I could have bought the whole outfit, the sunglasses, everything. But if I did that, my wife threatened to kill me if I tried that in the Memphis airport.
I actually thought, hey, Victor, I actually thought you were going to come up on screen dressed like that. That would have been cool.
I love you too, Lisa. I mean, it's so easy for me to say because my wife's name is Lisa, so I can say, I love you, Lisa. And Lisa hears me upstairs, and she thinks that I'm just feeling all this love. And Lisa out there in California feels the love as well. What more could we want?
Mm-hmm. So
thank you very much, Lisa. Lisa, I just want to tell you, Lisa Marie, that we are now going to rename the plane from now on to be called the Groovy Lisa plane out there in Memphis. We're going to start a petition out there to rename the plane from Lisa Marie to the Groovy Lisa plane. What do you think there, James?
I think it would be cool. The Groovy Lisa Marie, yeah.
The Groovy Lisa plane. And then that way, think about all the VC hookups we could do with her having a private plane.
Yeah, and Dusty could be there picking up some cash as we go in to visit her.
Right.
She could be like a Swami of some sort.
Exactly. we would call it the Groovy Lisa VC Meetup Express, and it would come in almost like those military flights that they do for those servicemen and go to Washington D.C. Yeah, she would fly in and do a meetup with everybody in that particular area. So like she'd come to Wisconsin and go meet up with me in Slambo, and then go to Chicago, and she'd be on this like world tour, and we put her on the Groovy Lisa instead of the Lisa Marie.
And then there would be on one corner, Mike Mason would be dressed in the jumpsuit and be singing Elvis songs.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Elvis has left the building, ladies and gentlemen. He did get fourth in an Elvis lookalike contest. Who did, Victor? You can come on my private jet. We'll go to record stores. Ooh, that sounds like fun, Lisa. I'm in.
I'm in.
Yeah, you would do that. Mike, I was wondering, you've never really done this before, but if you have some Elvis stories, Do you want to come up on camera with us and tell us some stories? We'd love to have you.
And also, James, I think you should give Mike a wrench.
Oh, I thought you did have one.
Doesn't look like he does, at least in my view. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe this is his first time in here. Yeah, I just gave him a wrench. I just gave you a wrench, Mike. I just realized this is your first time in my chat. I'd be in the jumpsuit from '72.
And Mike, you know what I would dress up as, Mike? Just to supplement you, I would dress up as Elvis's gardener.
Why would you
I
want to
would be
be
planting
the?
flowers right behind you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can have Tom Hanks reprise his role as the Colonel.
Exactly. Colonel Sanders or the Colonel from Elvis?
The Colonel from Elvis.
Oh darn it! I love the Colonel Sanders too.
You know, okay, I watched the Beatles. I know we're getting a little off subject for a second, but I watched the Beatles in India, which was very good, by the way, on Plex. Then I went to watch the Elvis movie that night. I got into maybe 15, 20 minutes of the film, and it kept buffering and buffering and buffering, and it wouldn't stop buffering. Then I stopped it, started again, played for a little bit, buffering. Then on Tuesday, I think it was Monday night, I was watching on Plex because it's on your account. You have some Elvis movies on there, I see. Mm-hmm. And I started watching Loving You. Halfway through the film, it did the same thing. It started buffering. I stopped it. Buffer.
I'm sorry. I rebooted the server even to do this, and then like I said, when I do these live chats, I turn Plex off so that way, Mason can't be on my server looking at a movie while we're on here. It's happened. I actually looked in there and I could see Mason in there looking at a movie. I'm like, no, dude, you're out. Sorry.
Yep.
Can't wait to get the 2 rings this fall.
Ooh. So JJ, you can put out the link now.
All right.
Let's try to get Mike up here. Mike, come up and join us. If you have a camera, that is. Come up and talk.
Come up in an avatar. Who cares?
We want to, even if you want to come up in avatar, that's okay too. But if you want to show us some, it's going better than it did Tuesday. I'm more relaxed now. I feel less stress. Well, I don't feel any stress at all, but
attention shoppers. Would Groovy Lisa please report to the stream?
Yes. Lisa, get your ass up here.
Lisa, please report to the stream.
We need you to play the role of Lisa Marie Presley. You're going to be the gardener, and I'm going to be Elvis.
Oh, I think I could be anybody in Elvis's entourage. I would want to be Elvis's cook.
Ooh. Here we go. You can bring her up.
Hello.
Hi, Lisa. How are you today?
I'm good.
I'm good to see you. What do you think of this great idea we have? Like Elvis had the Lisa Marie. We are going to have the Groovy Lisa private plane, and you are going to fly from city to city. Yeah. It's a plane. You can go international. So you can go to UK, everywhere, and you're going to do VC meetups and nothing but that. And we're going to cover it on YouTube. What do you think of that idea?
That would be interesting as long as my better half doesn't mind, having to go on a lot of trips to pick up all these VC people. I'm sure he'll be fine with it. But yeah, I would totally go. I don't know who I'd meet in the UK. Who in the UK would I meet? I'm thinking.
Well, Rob.
Oh, yeah.
Rob Walker.
Rob will probably give me a poop emoji. He'll probably give me a poop emoji pillow.
That's a badge of honor from him.
Yeah. And then, of course, Australia, I can go to meet Sean.
Right.
Now spinning TV. I think he's the only person I know that lives in Australia. He lives in Melbourne. We can go to New Zealand and meet Victor.
And if you come, even just like you come to Chicago, you can also meet the Milwaukee people. So you would see Vance and
Calvin Wazoo.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I go to Wisconsin to meet JJ. Texas, we've got. Personally, Mason. Yeah, Mason.
Fred Putterman.
Yeah, I don't know if Davis would meet me. I don't know, but then of course California, we got a bunch of people. We got a bunch of people in California. Thinking New York City, we got Mayo. We've got Robert S.
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen, yeah. Why did I forget you, Tim? Florida, we have Ron Haggerty.
Uh-huh.
Ron Haggerty. I can't. Nobody else in Florida that I could think of. Sorry if I'm
Oh
forgetting.
yes, we have Calvin Boaz.
Oh, he's in Florida.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh well, yeah, Calvin. You see, I can't remember where everybody in the BC lives. And
And we
then
have
of
to go
course,
see Thrifty Tim.
yeah,
Then you got to go to Canada. You have to go to Vancouver
visit
Island.
James.
Then you have to go to Toronto. You have to go see Bobby Gass.
Well, I got to see Bobby Gass. Got to see James. Got to see AGK. And then
Right.
of course, then I got to go make a special trip in Idaho and go see my friend Nick Rudo because he moved to Idaho recently. So got to go see Nick Rudo. Arkansas to go see Psycho's Platter, Paul.
You got to go meet
Uh-huh.
Mike.
So basically,
Don't
gotta
forget
go
Mike. Don't forget Mike.
Mike in Canada. Yeah, there's so many
Yeah.
people. See, I can't remember everybody and where they live because we got so many people in the BC.
Mm-hmm.
And then let me see. We don't have any in China. No BC members in China. None in Japan that I know of.
So
Yeah.
to change the subject a second and to get
Yeah.
away from Elvis, we're just going to talk about. I want to talk about something real quick.
Okay.
No problem.
I was watching. I follow this guy. His name is Steve Wallace. He just got 1 million subscribers,
Ooh.
and he does what's called stealth camping. Now, this video I'm going to put out there in the chat, in the link to the chat. It's a 30-minute video. I don't expect you to watch the whole thing, but what's really cool is that he does in this video. He does stealth camping by the U.S.-Canada border,
Wow.
and I'm like, how cool would that be? He didn't. There were no officers, nobody doing anything. How about we? That's how we transfer records from U.S. to Canada, and then we don't pay that exuberant amount of money
Yeah.
in shipping. Is we do this? You'll see out there in my YouTube video for or that I put out there for example for Steve Wallace, and we can just hand the records over the border. How would that be?
That'd be cool.
Yeah. That would be cool because I think it costs $15 to $20 to ship a record to Canada.
It does.
And it's that's why I haven't really shipped anything to Canada to anybody. I kind of, when I ship stuff record wise, I usually just stick to the US because the US is $5 flat to just ship a few records to someone. So there's something wrong with your sound. But yeah, I mean, like, because I thought about in the past of shipping James stuff, but then I was like, the shipping cost. Yeah. Depends. Because I remember Hop Rock said it cost them $50 to ship James something.
They spoil me a lot.
Yeah. They told me about their cookies. Now I want their cookies. They're upside down pineapple cookies or whatever. I'm a cookie aficionado.
But Left Break Vinyl, for 20 years for smuggling records, you would go down as a legend in the BC. Once you get out of prison for doing the border thing, you would be a legend. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Oh, big time.
I'm supposed to get records that are coming in a few days from Jenny. So,
Oh, what are you getting?
I got the Partridge Family 45.
Okay.
I got Grassroots 45. And I got Dion and the Belmonts 45.
Ooh.
Oh, she had an auction yesterday. I didn't watch. I was like, I don't need more 45s. I got enough from her. What is that? Oh yeah. No, yeah, I have the record. I always have it on hand if I need to show it.
This is an 8-track of Partridge Family right here.
Well, I got the Sound Machine. I got the first album. So I always have it on hand up behind.
You know what? If I find a copy out in a while, I'm gonna send one to Dusty. I will find one out in a while, and it's gonna be his copy. Yeah.
So yeah, I do have to admit that yesterday, I dropped my daughter off at college. She's 6 hours away now from me in Indiana. And hi, Trekker. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for checking in. And yeah, I thought I could hold it in, but when I gave her that final hug yesterday, man, the waterworks just started coming. I do have to admit that.
Is she the she's the youngest or the oldest?
She's the youngest, but my kids are only 13 months apart, so we have 2 college move-ins going right now at the same time. Today is actually a break, but I did have to before the stream. I had to vacuum the futon. I had to do all these college, go get cars, do all this college stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Good night, Bob. And remember, Lisa, Bob is different because Bob spells his name backwards, okay?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
Palindrome.
He's unique.
Bob is a friend of
I
mine.
spell my name backwards too, Lisa.
Bob is a friend of mine from Facebook, and he's also in charge of the fan page for this girl, Mighty 11 Bach, who's doing a video tomorrow that it's going to be a premiere, and she'll be in the chat, and then I'm going to have to talk to her. That I sent her an email, a message on Instagram because I'm trying to set up a date with her to do an interview with her.
Yeah, you should do more interviews with people. That'd be fun. That'd be fun to see people interview BC or just people in general.
So
she's famous too a little bit, and I'm one of her fans, and she's actually letting a fan interview her. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And she just got married. She's like 21, 22, and she got married not too long ago. And her husband seems really cool. And I want to interview him as well.
Trekker, I was one of those crying parents, just so you know.
Aww.
You know, Mike, you can find Partridge Family for cheap. You just go to a record store. You could probably find them for.
Although it is cool on my daughter's campus, I do have the David Letterman building.
Cool.
Because we went there.
Yeah, because they have that David Letterman show on Netflix. I watched a few episodes of it where he interviews people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to watch his late night show as a kid. There was this segment that he had with this deli guy. He used to always go to that guy's deli shop or something.
James, I know this loses viewers in the VC, and we'll get back to Elvis in a moment, but I have Lisa here, and I have to talk to her because I'm like a giddy schoolboy right now. Are you as excited as I am right now about the new Billy Joel releases that are coming out, Lisa?
I'm excited about Billy Joel. Anything that Billy Joel releases, I'm excited.
So, okay, here, let me explain. Billy Joel has had out live from Yankee Stadium, but only with certain cuts from it. It was never the full show. So in October on vinyl and CD, I think, and digital, the full Yankee Stadium show from 1990 is coming out. And they're also going to be releasing it in the movie theater as well, most likely the video, but you're going to be able to watch the entire show. How cool is that to go to a show that you've been to? I went to that show at Yankee Stadium. How cool is that to watch the entire show that you went to on film? On the
cool. I definitely have to look to getting that on CD. Definitely, or vinyl, depending on how much the vinyl is. And sometimes with the vinyl, they like charge you $40 to $50 for a vinyl nowadays.
Yes, 54 is what I saw online for the price.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the CD. I'm gonna spring for the CD. The CD would be cheaper, and I've been collecting a lot of CDs lately. Of course, all my K-pop stuff is on CD, but yeah, I definitely I'll pre-order the CD on Amazon.
Well, the coolest part though is that you and your boo, by the way, will be able to go to the movie theater and see the show in its entirety if you want to. It's going to air for 2 nights. Now that is fun.
The last movie I saw in theaters was Batman. Batman was the last movie I saw in theaters. I don't go to the movies that often.
Well, this is a special 2-night. They're doing it in October, and this is a special 2-night only engagement for the movie. It's only going to be 2 nights, and that's it. Yeah.
Cool.
But you get to see the show from 1990 in its entirety, and I was there, Lisa. It was amazing. Yeah. He was unbelievable.
I bet you're going to go both nights if I know you, JJ.
No, I won't go both nights because I'm sure it's going to come on video. But, I mean, just to see a show that I saw sweating like crazy because it was 100 degrees outside at Yankee Stadium. I mean, and Disney did a good film. There is a good film out there if you wanted to catch it, which is Billy Joel live at Yankee Stadium. But it's only cuts of the show. It's not the full show. So now you're gonna actually get to see the full show.
I gotta look at that on Amazon and pre-order my copy.
So what's Mike got to say here? I got 2 Amazon packs coming today. Jimi Hendrix Fillmore East 5 CD box set, Black Sabbath CD box set, forget title, 2 Eddie Murphy Blu-rays, The Golden Child and Boomerang.
Oh, here
that is cool.
It's $38 for that. For the Live at Yankee Stadium CD. Okay. That's cool. I
James,
will,
make me big because I can't grab the mouse.
okay.
All right, I'll make you big.
I will
Hold on.
pre-order that. I'll pre-order that, JJ. I got it bookmarked, so I'll pre-order it.
There you go.
You went
Eddie.
to that? Did you
The
go to that?
Loud and Murphy tour. This was he did the jokes from you saw in the movie Raw, but I actually got to see this in Milwaukee. I was 12 years old and my mom took me to see the show.
That's when Eddie Murphy was good in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy was
I'm
at
gonna
his
go Avatar for 1 second because I wanted to show Mike one more thing.
All right.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to buy the Billy Joel live at Yankee Stadium, it is $38.88 on Amazon.
Amazon?
Yeah, I'm gonna put a link to it. Hold up, I'm gonna put a link to it in the chat.
Well,
Yeah,
it won't do me any good because
Okay,
it's
Mike.
American.
Before I talk, I just want to let you know this is an OG pressing. Okay, it's OG. Okay,
Ooh.
nothing but OG for you. Okay, buddy. If you like him, you're gonna like this. Okay. All right, ready?
Yeah.
There you go. Eddie Murphy,
Whoa.
how could it be? With the actual original Tower label on here, has the sticker on there.
Hype sticker.
And this was the album that was produced by Rick James. It has on there "Party All the Time" and Eddie Murphy's "How Could It Be."
That is so cool.
So I'll open up the inner sleeve on it though was so beat to crap that I had to get rid of it. But here's the vinyl.
Nice.
It's in mint condition, or like VG Plus, I would say, something like that. But Mike, I am the biggest Eddie Murphy nut that you'll ever run into. I can. If you ask me to do an Eddie Murphy and take Eddie Murphy even farther with my family, my mom and I have a joke between us. We always sit there we go, Gus, what the fuck is wrong with your wife, Gus? You come over here every motherfucking year, Gus, and you burn down my motherfucking backyard, and your wife rips down the steps, Gus. He goes, people don't do shit like that, Gus. Look at Charlie sitting over there with 3rd-degree burns on him, eating a motherfucking Frank.
This ain't the motherfucking Flintstones, Gus.
This is my house, motherfucker.
If you don't like it, you can get the fuck out.
I like his segment that he did on SNL, Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Won't you come in? If you're not home, then I break in. Won't you be my neighbor?
Or I like the one where when I move in, you all move away.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to get the Billy Joel, it's $38.38 on Amazon. They wouldn't let me post the whole link, so I had to do a shortened link. But yeah, I'm good.
Has DJ Trish been on any of the streams lately? I've been so busy with this college
Hey George.
stuff. I did get her VCLT, Trish, and please let Trish know I got it, and I will be doing a video. It's just been so crazy with being on the road so much.
Was she in Dusty's stream last week, or was she in my stream?
I don't know, but if anybody sees her and I'm not there, just say that JJ has your VCLT, and he's going to be doing a video. He promises.
Yeah.
He's been so busy with getting his kids to college.
No, I'm sure she'll understand because your kids are important and got to make sure they're getting to college.
Good evening, George. It is
Hello,
good to
George.
see you,
Nice to see you,
the
George.
stream would not be worthy without the presence of Wasaga George.
Hello,
Yeah,
George.
here.
There's so many Georges. Hey, it was
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
George, I got to ask you a question. Hold on one second. George, I got to ask you a question. George, do you remember this from when we were kids? G. Grover. G. George.
I remember that.
Remember that, James? Nick
Yeah,
Rudo.
I remember that.
Oh my God. Nick Rudo just popped in the stream.
Hey,
Oh my
Nick.
God. Nick. Hey. How's it
Oh,
going
wait,
there, buddy?
Arcus is having an auction today?
Yeah, he is.
Dang it. Okay.
But after driving on the road and taking 2 kids to college, I have no money. So
Hello.
George doesn't remember that.
George, what show?
It was on Sesame
Come on.
Street.
G. Grover? G. George? Sesame Street. It's an old routine. Hold on. Let me see if we can look this up.
Wait,
I'm not
So you
gonna
got a bad
play
time,
it.
Nick. Hang on.
Who's selling in the auction today? I know it's Rob Wax and it's Patrick, but who else is selling in the auction today?
Don't know.
Well, because Harry, I bought the hollies from Harry last week. Yes, I admit it. I am a 45 person right now, so I've been buying a lot of 45s. Harry had a bunch of excellent stuff when he was auctioning. If it's Harry,
Nick's selling records tonight.
Nick. Nick is. Yeah.
Oh, hell, I'll watch.
Cool, Nick.
Nick's got good shit.
Oh yeah.
Nick's got good shit for a kid his age. He's got good shit. I will definitely be checking that out. I might bid on some of them, depending on what he has.
And real quick, Nick Rudo, if you haven't left yet, that K-Tail After Hours is in mint condition, and I would say ask no more than $100 for that, just so you know.
Nobody's paying 100 for K-Tail. Just kidding.
Danny! Oh my God, it's Danny, and it's Dusty. Oh my God,
Danny, Dusty.
We're getting the people. Hey, George, Wasaga George, this is your homework.
You're welcome,
watch this video and then come back.
You're welcome, Nick. I definitely will have to check out Nick's stuff because I've bid on so many of Patrick's stuff. And I know Rob's going to be there because Rob's a fixture.
Mm-hmm.
Rob's a fixture on his streams.
So, Nick Rudo, this is what you tell people. Like during the countdown, if they're bored and not in the record, they can come back with our stream over here where we're talking about Elvis and then go back. Or maybe keep both windows open at the same time so they can see what Patrick is actually selling and see what excellence is happening on the Elvis chat part 2. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm going to run over Patrick's stream, but I know Patrick doesn't mind. He wants
to run over Patrick's stream. What do you use? A steamroller, baby? A steamroller,
I'm a steamroller, baby. I roll all over you.
So just be prepared, Nick. There's going to be 3 people that are probably going to bid a lot. BU meters. There's some guy named Steve and probably DJ Chonkla. If you got Beatles, DJ Chonkla will.
Oh yeah, that guy. He buys everything. And Bobby Gas.
Premium.
Hey, Danny, I don't know if you heard me, but I would say.
And if you're lucky enough, Nick Rudo, you'll get Fred Dobb bidding on 2 different accounts to try to win records from you. That happened last time. He had an offer.
He got blocked for that, didn't he?
Yeah, well, yeah, but then he comes back. The guy's got 1 billion accounts. The guy's always coming back. But yeah, I'm excited to see what Nick Rudo has. If you got 60s and 70s, Nick Rudo, yeah, I'm all over that.
Hey, Danny, by the way, since you're up here, I just want to let you know, I let people know before yesterday, I gave my daughter a hug. I dropped her off at college. She's six hours away in Indiana. The waterworks were just flowing. I was crying and holding my daughter, Kayla, and I'm going to miss her. I miss her so much. Kayla, if you're watching, I miss you very much. Oh, yeah, cool story with the roommate. Kayla's roommate is from the same area that Robert Fiffin is from. And as people know, Robert Fiffin is a radio voice. So what I did with her roommate, because the roommate is young, she's only 18. Yeah. What I did was I said, listen to this guy, but don't look at the video. Just listen to the audio. She said, oh, I heard him tons of times, because he's on the radio out there where she's from. So it's pretty cool.
Wow, that's pretty neat.
But yeah, I miss her so much. They have a record store on campus that apparently does like a whole carnival and stuff for record store day. So I told her, I said, you're going to see Dad for that. And to give her something to look forward to because, she's meeting people. She doesn't know people. College is just a new experience,
Yeah.
And what I told her, I promised her to give her something to look forward to so she can come back and see her friends. That I will personally take the 2 days off of work and I will go drive and I will go pick you up. And you don't even have to hang out with Dad. Just go visit your friends. And then you can come back and then I'll drive you back.
When she gets older, she's going to realize how much she wants to be around you. Because my dad's 82, and you start to realize when they get older how much more time you should spend with them. When they're young, when I was young, I was like, yeah, my dad's going to be here forever. I had that kind of mentality that I didn't need to see him as much. But as I've gotten older, and as he's gotten older, I realized we don't have forever.
And what makes it even more comfortable for me as well, and I have it here. Hold on.
Ooh.
I have a prop I can show with this.
I'm not really into jazz, Nick Rudo, but the OG pressings, you got me at OG. I'm just not really into jazz. But, if I drop out of streams because I'm going to see the Patrick's auction to try and win some Nick Rudo. I want some Nick Rudo stuff in my collection.
So
like collect all the
We
BC.
used to hold the thespian festival. Thespian festival. I didn't say lesbian festival, but if I said lesbian festival in this day and age, that'd be fine. But it was the thespian festival, International Thespian Society. We were the theater. We could enunciate to the back row. We were theater people. We could say, we could be people doing Hamlet and being like going to be or not to be. Okay. Anyways, I was at the Target. We had that convention every year was held at Ball State, and that is where my daughter goes to school. And I thought this is a replica of one I got, but I bought this at the Target in Muncie in 1989 when I saw her.
Wow. Donny Osmond, of course. Oh,
So I got this at the Target in Muncie. So it's so cool that it's like my daughter's right down the street. And I'm like, I've stayed in your dorms, you know? And then to tell you a Billy Joel story, what happened was at the Thespian Festival at Ball State, where my daughter goes to school, was my mom had one girl, and there were one girl and three boys. So she had the one girl, and the woman on the floor had to go home because her dad died. Sad situation. But she had this whole group of girls from Hicksville, New York. Lisa, do you know where Hicksville, New York is?
no, but no, I don't know where it is.
Do you know who's from Hicksville, New York?
I'm gonna take a guess and say Billy Joel.
You are correct. Now,
A good guess, Lisa.
if you go to the tune "Make Me Big," James, I just can't get to my.
All right.
Oh, I have that album. I bought that.
Yeah, this is one of two pressings that I have of this record. I just grabbed the first one.
Yeah.
They all sang on this record. They all sang on the song. All those girls that were on that floor, because they were in the choir, they all sang on Leningrad on the song in the background, except the altos are Billy Joel, because the altos could not get it right, and he was frustrated. And he just did the part himself. But other than that, it is the Hicksville High School chorus.
That's okay, music lover. I'm allowing this to happen.
We're James friends. We're James friends. We love James. We you know.
No, actually, music lover, we decided to shoot the breeze first before we get to the Elvis stuff.
We don't want to rush into it too quickly, or we're going to ruin the show.
I have
Elvis coming out of my ears right here. So
yeah, I'm going to be getting off in a few minutes to go to Patrick's auction so I can bid on Nick.
Be getting off in a few minutes. That is a little personal, and I really don't want to know that. But okay.
No, I'm going to see Patrick's auction because Nick Rudo says that he needs funds to move to Idaho, and I want to see what he's got. So yeah.
I want to comment here. Trekker, it's actually funny that my mom's been to those festivals every year, and they actually held them in Indiana all the time when she would go to those music festivals. And my mom would actually produce the lesbian music artists when they came to Milwaukee.
Well, you know, I was going to say, if you want to talk about lesbian festival, I want to say that maybe Lilith Fair. Yeah. Okay, let me see who wrote me. I don't know who that is.
James, why are our names being shown on the screen?
What?
Our names aren't shown on the screen.
Because when you highlight a comment, it just takes it away. But when you take it off, then our names come back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know what I got to tell you?
Good luck in the auction, Nick. May you prosper.
You got this, Nick.
You got it, Nick. You're going to rule.
Save me all your Elvis. Send it my way.
Nick Rudolph's auction, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you check it out. He is the man of the hour, the Tower of Power.
Okay, I'm going to get off of this stream.
All right, Lisa.
I'm going to be on watching Patrick's auction. Let's hope that I don't spend too much money.
Sounds good.
Oh, Nick Rudo does have some OG pressings. And you know me, if I can get original pressings.
He has an OG pressing of After Hours K-Tel. I do recommend that one.
Yeah, you know, the thing is, I don't own any K-Tels. I do have some like rock compilations.
I can change that, Lisa. If you let me.
I do have some rock compilations from Time Life that someone gave me one time. You remember when Time Life used to do those compilations?
Mm-hmm.
Someone gave me a bunch of like records with like rock compilations one time. I still have them. Oh, I have Richard Harris. Why? Because I do. I really do. I'm not. I'll show you guys it. I'm not even kidding. I have. Before I go, You're not going to believe this, but this is the original Dumbledore from Harry Potter, Richard Harris.
Oh wow.
Don't ask. I got it for free.
I saw Richard Harris in Camelot in Chicago when I was a kid, and he got bad reviews from the critics. So after the show was over, after everybody did their their bows and everything, he came out onto the stage with the newspaper in his hand, a stool, and his microphone. He goes, "Now, ladies and gentlemen, sit down. We need to discuss this. I want to read this article line by line on what this guy thought of my performance." And he actually went through each line. It was hilarious. He was awesome. Hey, hey, how's it going, buddy?
Hello, Anthony. Okay, I'm gonna go see what.
Here, this for you, JJ.
I'm gonna see what goodies are at.
On a side note, Mike, on that, I don't know if you know this or not, but like the way it works is like you can have Wings of Sound, and so you can have this record right here, like Wings of Sound, and it's handy for me and grab it. And this is the Canada version of Wings of Sound. There's also an American version, which has a completely different song list than the Canadian version. And that's how they did it. But they would name them the same and even have the same album covers, but they wouldn't have the same track listings on them.
Are you off to the drive-in movies again tonight, Anthony? Did you see what Mike said here? He's like, JJ, can you spare any, send me any spare KTEL you might have?
Hey, thank you, George, for doing your comment, your homework. But I just thought you would enjoy that because it has your name in it with the Sesame Street characters.
Yeah.
So James, it's 4:46. We're 45 minutes into this stream. Should we talk about Elvis?
Yep. Let's get into the Elvis talk now.
Well, thank you very much. Okay, we got to get ready for Elvis. All right. Okay, thank you. I'm gyrating up my hips right now, getting ready for this. Okay, all right, okay. I'm all shook up. Okay, hold on. Get ready.
Even though it's just you and me doing this, I'm happy with it. I'm happy.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. All right. Now, Elvis. Now I'm going to ask you a question, James.
Okay.
If you had to pick, you were given, which one would you prefer? Young Elvis or old Elvis?
I would go with young Elvis.
Young Elvis? Why?
Yeah. Huh?
Why? Why young Elvis versus old Elvis?
Because that's when he was in his prime back in the day. And he was just starting out and he was dancing and doing his thing and, just starting his guitar stuff. And like, he was amazing when he was back then. I mean, I like the old Elvis too, but the when he was the early stuff, like the Sun Records and all that, that's when he was like really at his peak.
Oh yeah,
that's just me.
It kind of brings me into one of the things I was going to show today, but this is one of my DVDs that I have. Did you show this one?
All right. Let me make you big. Yep. Hold on. Ooh. The Ed Sullivan Show's nice. 2
DVD set right there. There's over 3 hours of The King on here, including Love Me, Heartbreak Hotel, Peace in the Valley, bunch of stuff on this set. And this is this is like Elvis performing. This is what I like to see.
Wow. What's on the back? Show me the back. Oh, it's just writing. Okay. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, man, I want something like that. Yeah.
So that's young Elvis. And then I also have, I'm sure you have this one, James. You have the great performances?
No, I don't.
Okay. This is just either like his overall great performances right here. With different ones all the way going back from young Elvis, old Elvis, different ones. It's kind of like a medley of all his different great performances that he's done over time on different
I've never seen these before. This is new to me.
And I have one I forgot. I might have to walk away to go get that one. But I'll get that later.
Is it like the Beatles Ed Sullivan performances complete with commercials too?
Don't know. I haven't checked that part out. I think so, yes. Hold on, let me read. Yeah, it does. It has the commercials on it like the Beatles.
Oh, wow. That's so cool. Like vintage commercials from the 50s. But I'm going to do you something better. I got something to show you.
Okay.
What Sega George gave me not too long ago. Once I remember where it is. I don't drop all these things here. Here we go. Okay, make me big, please.
Oh, wow. Oh, I have that one somewhere. I just don't know what I did with it, but I have that one too. But since you're on that one, I can show you one as well.
Yeah.
That is a cool set with all different takes and everything.
Yeah, I still haven't watched it yet, but I should get around to seeing it soon. But it's really cool. Hey, Walrus Gumboot, how you doing?
Hey, good to see you.
Yeah, I'll make myself small.
Make myself big.
Yeah, I might do that, Mike.
I have the vinyl of the Elvis Aloha from Hawaii.
Ooh. I used to have that on cassette back in the day.
Has all the different here's the gatefold on it. And here's the back.
Wow.
I left the vinyl in its original sleeves so people in the VC don't kill me, but
oh yeah, we want to see the OG. That's pretty cool.
See that nice RCA label?
Yeah. For a minute there, I thought it was going to be on colored vinyl.
Oh no, this is an OG.
Wow, that is awesome. That's so cool. His Hand in Mine and You'll Never Walk Alone. Oh, His Hand in Mine, such a beautiful gospel song, Gumboot.
It is.
And I like his other gospel song, He Touched Me. Hey, Calvin. Black is a color.
JJ, I own over 100 CDs, 59 LPs, DVDs, and Blu-ray of Elvis. I own that 2 DVD Aloha from Hawaii. That's my favorite concert. The ring he wears in the Hawaii show is the one that wow, that's just, I mean, how people are just so dedicated to him. I can't get that into him. I do like him. I just can't get that into him. But I am so impressed by all these fans. And like when you go to Graceland and you go, just the vibe among the fans and among the people, and it's a lot. It's really cool. A little Sesame Street lesson from Calvin Boas today. Black is a color.
Yeah.
Hey, Calvin, good to see you, buddy.
Trying to find a picture of Elvis here, but it's blurry, so you can't really see the rings on his fingers. No. Here's the cape. I love the cape. Yeah. Oh, man. Too bad you didn't want to come up, Mike, because that would be cool to see half your stuff. I want to see all those Elvis movies and shit. And it comes with this little paper here from the back here, if I can get it out. It'll cooperate with me. And you can get Elvis, the 68 Comeback Special, 3 DVD set. That would be cool.
Mike, How many times did you see the movie? Put your comments in the chat below. I'm curious.
Hey, Christopher. Hello. Are we talking about Heavy Psych? No, we're talking about Elvis Presley.
I'll be right back, James. I forgot one I wanted to show. It's upstairs by my.
All right.
1 second.
We're talking about Elvis Presley Part 2. Or Take 2, whatever you want to call it. Part 2, Take 2. I don't know. Trying to close that up. Yeah, so I'm going to make myself small here. I don't need to be big. Yeah. Take care of making dinner. All right. Have a good dinner. Some steaks on the barbecue, medium rare. Sounds good to me, boy. Yeah. 44 and dedicated. I declared my Elvis my #1 male singer of all time this year. Well, that's pretty cool, Mike. I wish you come up and show some of your stuff. I'd love to see what you got. This is perfect. It would have been perfect for you to be up here and show us what you got, because that, oh man, that would be amazing. see all your Elvis stuff. But yep, Elvis is the king of rock and roll, and he'll always be, no matter what. Because Elvis is the king of rock and roll. I'm making a best of Genesis Gabriel era. Oh, that's cool, Christopher. Yeah, when's that going to be coming up?
I've lived the life alone. I've traveled, and everybody on the moon was Moniz. I'm back. Hello.
I adopted a highway.
Yeah, what I wanted to get the show was this, James.
Oh, that's the one I was showing on the paper before.
So I have
That
the
was
Elvis
amazing.
deluxe DVD collection of the show, 68
Oh, wow.
special.
Nice.
It's phenomenal. I love it.
That's pretty cool.
It comes with a book. A few good pictures in here.
Oh, nice.
I'll show you his worst one, I think. I wonder if Mike agrees with me or not. The pictures are kind of small here. See if you can.
Now, if you can put it really close up. Yeah. I like that picture.
I do too.
That's pretty cool.
You are going to sing Here Comes Santa Claus. So that's the 68 comeback special that I have on DVD.
Calvin, you wanna come up and join us?
Anybody want to come and talk Elvis? Feel free. Oh wait, that's wrong.
Yeah, and I got it too on CD.
Here's the Elvis. This is an OG pressing of Elvis, the 68 comeback special.
Yeah.
And then inside here, it just has a whole bunch of advertisements for more Elvis albums that you want to buy.
Wow. I used to have a lot of Elvis albums, but my dad said they're all warped. Tear. I still wish I had them all, but
And the first time I saw the Elvis comeback special was actually on Showtime when they re-aired it on Showtime because they had it in its complete version without all the junk in it. Here's the vinyl original.
Oh wow.
RCA pressing. Which with Elvis probably doesn't mean much because they made so many of them, but it's still cool.
Oh, wait a second. Mine's got a booklet in here. If I can get it out. Yeah, I've got a booklet. Does yours have a booklet?
Which one?
The 68 comeback special.
No, mine's the vinyl.
Yeah, but mine says on the back, it says Elvis original soundtrack recording from his NBC TV special. They don't call it the 68 comeback.
They just called this one Elvis, I think. They said this is the original soundtrack recording from his NBC TV special.
Yeah, mine says that too.
You kicked yourself off, James.
Oh, I did? Oops. Okay. I didn't realize I kicked myself off. So, yeah. Well, all right. Let me make myself big. I must have hit the wrong thingy.
That's cool.
And there we go. All right. Make me small in case I kick myself off. I didn't realize I did that. So you got any more cool stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I can keep going for a while. We're showing
Cool.
Elvis stuff for those of you who want to enjoy the Elvis stuff here. What do you want to see next, James?
You got any Elvis movies?
Of course, no. Yes and no. I don't really. I've told you I'm not a huge fan of his films, but I do have this one right here. This DVD right here, this 2-disc special edition, is one of his worst in my opinion. But I mean, the content on it is good, but the booklet is a piece of crap. I'm sorry. The booklet that comes with it.
Oh yeah, this is Elvis.
Yeah. Little pictures with just these little things inside. Like, I don't know. This book, it looks like something my kid could have made when she was like 10.
That's poorly packaged.
Yeah, it is. And it was even funnier too, is if you go on to YouTube, they always show him coming in, with walking into Graceland, and they say, "Oh, this is the look at his bedroom." I don't know if it really is or not, because it looked like it was kind of staged for the documentary, but I don't know. This is probably one of his worst releases, I think.
Yeah.
Is this his Elvis?
Well, I'm going to show you my Elvis movies that I got.
I have more Elvis movies to show, but mine are all concert. But go ahead.
All right, hold on. Let me get my stuff. Okay, how am I going to do this without falling down? I don't want to miss the chair. Here we go. All right. Before I get into the Ziploc bag.
Wait 1 second. Let me address Mike because I have it right here. We can see on topic.
All right, go ahead.
Warner will have to remaster This Is Elvis and put it on Blu-ray. Yes, I have the Blu-ray of This Is Elvis. I actually bought this at Graceland.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
I mean, I didn't want to buy a T-shirt. I wanted to buy something that would last. It comes with this nice book. This book that's like attached to it, and then it has the movies on here as well.
Ooh. Nice. All right, I'm going to make myself big, and I'll show you my Elvis movies.
Okay.
We're going to win this race.
Well,
Okay, I'm going to go backwards.
Lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink.
I'm going to go backwards through these, and then I'll show you what's in here, too. Okay, so we got Elvis, the miniseries with Jonathan Rhys-Meyers, who later went on to play King Henry VIII. He does look a bit like Elvis, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. Not as much as Austin Butler did, but yes, he does.
All right, then we have Frankie and Johnny were lovers. Got Frankie and Johnny. Girl Happy, yes, I'm Girl Happy. Shelley Fabre. And Burnt Copper. My all-time favorite Elvis movie, which I can watch over and over again. I can pretty much quote every line in this film. That's how many times I've watched it, and it has one of my favorite songs, "The Lady Loves Me," Viva Las Vegas. And again,
Viva Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas.
Hey, that was a good high note. Then we got
I always picture Chevy Chase going through Vegas in that.
Girls, Girls, Girls.
Which is the one with the Incredible Hulk in it?
I think that's Speedway or Spin Out. I'm not sure which one it was. Another one I like, Blue Hawaii.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you.
So now we got GI Blues. This is because she's a dancer, Julia Prowse, and she's got long legs. This is the one where he should have sang "The Long-Legged Girl with the Short Dress On." Then we have another one that he acted so wonderfully in this film, King Creole, with Walter Matthau. Remember this one?
Oh yeah, but I still think acting is a very, when it comes to Elvis and acting, it's a very, you are stretching the bounds.
Well, this one he did very well. And then we have a 4-pack We have Jailhouse Rock, It Happened at the World's Fair, Stay Away Joe, and Charo. Charo. Then we have Loving You, Loving You.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Surface
Hey,
spin.
Surface
Oh.
Then we have his very first film ever, Love Me Tender, Love Me Sweet, Never Let Me Go. Make me a peanut banana sandwich now, or I'll have to go. And now we get to the burnt copies. Now I have two Love Me Tenders because this one I'm going to show you, has the audio commentary for the film, so I thought that was cool. So we got Love Me Tender.
So it says, it's just written on there. No.
And on here, this one has Barbara Eden of Genie fame. Do 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 do. Flaming Fire. I remember when Homer did that.
I remember Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, Wild in the Country. I gotta follow that dream, wherever that dream may lead. And in this one of the most beautiful songs he sings is Angel. I like that song. And here's one with Charles Bronson. Ooh, shit, I almost dropped that. Kid Galahad. Remember this one?
Yes.
The next up is Fun in Acapulco. There's Salandras. This one is kind of cheesy, but hey, if you're an Elvis fan, you gotta own it. The Kitty Hawks. Remember the Kitty Hawks?
Yep.
Kissing Cousins. Then we got the one that Calvin likes. Roustabout. Hey, Darren. This one has a great soundtrack to it. Tickle Me. I think this was the very first Elvis movie I ever saw at my grandparents' place. Harum Scarum.
That's cool.
Oh, most noble client. Paradise Hawaiian Style. Spin Out. I think it's this one that Bill Bixby's in it. I think he's in two, actually. Easy Come, Easy Go.
Cherry has a question for you, James.
Hey, Cherry. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I hope you're doing good, too.
Yeah,
nice to see
Cherry.
you.
Good eye. Good eye, Cherry. Good to see you.
Good eye, Mike.
Good eye, Mike. Good big crook, right? Hey.
Yeah. Double Trouble. And then one of my other favorites that I love. Clam bake. Gonna have a clam bake.
Good eye, Bruce. How's it going there, Bruce? Big crook, Bruce.
Speedway. This is the one with Nancy Sinatra. Then we have Live a Little, Love a Little.
That's a cool one.
The Trouble with Girls. And the one with Mary Tyler Moore. If I can get it out of here. Change of Habit. It's called Rubbernecking, baby, and that's all right with me. Then we have That's the Way It Is. And last but not least, Elvis on Tour. So I've got all 31 of his movies.
Here's a question from Surface Spins.
What was the name of the one serious acting role without music that Elvis made? Was it any good? That would be Charles. I haven't watched it in a long time, so I'd have to rewatch it again to tell you, because I don't really remember it. But he looked good with a beard in that movie for some reason. Can I get these back in the thing in the bag without dropping them all over the floor?
And does this show the group? Here's my Elvis on Tour that I have. I love watching the Elvis documentaries. Are my favorite. And this is my of Elvis on Tour.
Yeah, I gotta put these over on the table.
James, did you hear that they're releasing a special edition of this one with 6 CDs and a Blu-ray?
Really?
Yeah. Curtis just talked about it on his channel.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Excuse me.
Now I hope I don't drop this. Well, that's all I need to do. Yeah. So are you buying the Elvis movie when it comes out next month?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get it too. But I wish I had put out the director's cut.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And
That,
then the only other Elvis thing I have on DVD would be the Elvis Searcher.
oh, that's a good one. Did that ever come out on Blu-ray?
I don't think so.
Why did it only go to DVD?
I didn't because I think they thought they had an older audience, and so they just released it. The Beatles did that a lot in the beginning too.
Oh, okay. Oh, we got Ryan Kidd. Oh my God, Ryan!
Hey,
Ryan!
James,
You made
what's up,
it.
buddy?
Oh,
How you doing, man?
it's not the. I'm doing good.
James, they said it would never happen. It couldn't be done. The kid and James would be together on one stream, and here it is, man.
It's happening. It's
Sure,
happening.
I gotta let it. I gotta.
I'm very happy to be here, man. It's gonna be really cool to talk a little Elvis with you.
JJ, get back up here.
Hey, JJ, how you doing, buddy?
Good, Ryan. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good.
Yeah, James, you showing all those Elvis movies is fascinating because that's one part of Elvis I'm not really too familiar with was his movie career. And if you could recommend a movie for me to start with, what should I start with?
I would say King Creole.
Okay, cool. I'll check it out, man, because it's very interesting his acting career. James, what's your favorite era of Elvis?
Young Elvis.
Like early Elvis.
Early Elvis, yeah.
Like 54 to 56 is like the sweet spot of Elvis.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's the best stuff.
Yeah, the Sun Studio years and all that.
That's primo stuff, man.
But I still enjoy the Vegas stuff as well. I mean, the Vegas, the '70s with the way he did the whole showman with the whole band and everything. I thought that was pretty cool too.
Oh yeah, it's definitely cool.
Ryan, you live in Memphis, right?
Yeah, I do live in Memphis. That's right.
So can you go across? James and I have a request. Can you go run over and get us some barbecue from that one place across the street from Graceland?
It wouldn't be too far, man.
I ate there. It was amazing.
Oh, the food is so good, man. The barbecue is top notch, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the best.
When we went to Graceland. I booked this hotel in Memphis, and I don't know what side of town it was on, but the walls, like when we go in the room with my girls and my wife, were mold on the walls. It was the most disgusting thing ever. We had to switch our hotel in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that area is kind of rough.
Mm-hmm.
But now they built that. What year did you go?
2018.
Was the guest house at Graceland built yet?
I don't know.
Okay, because
I stayed in a hotel like a regular hotel that was right around the corner.
The right next door to Graceland, they built the guest house at Graceland. It's awesome. It's a really nice hotel, and I would recommend it if anybody goes and visits. That's because you're right next door.
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't that used to be called Heartbreak Hotel?
Yeah, there was one, and it had a guitar-shaped swimming pool.
Right.
And everything, but that's done now. I think that's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
So tell us, did you see the Elvis movie, Ryan?
I didn't see it. I'm planning on seeing it. It's just funny, like living in Memphis. You would think that they would film a lot of this stuff in Memphis, but I think it was filmed like mostly in Australia.
Because it was so what they said in the forum that I heard in the car with the three people talking in Baz Luhrmann, it was so expensive. Like the daily rate that Graceland gave them for filming was just, too high. They didn't want it. They didn't want to shut it down.
I get that. It should be a fun movie to watch. I'm going to watch it. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have. And that question for you as being from Memphis is because the one area, because I was with my daughters, I didn't have a chance. I just went to Graceland. Yeah. What is Beale Street like? Is it still like that today? Is Beale Street really cool, or what's it like? You describe it to us.
If you come to Memphis, you have to go to Beale Street, man. That's a must. I mean, it's not that big though. It's just one long street, not too big, but there's music in every little spot.
Right.
Know? And it's pretty live, man. It's a fun time. It's mostly blues music. The thing that bothers me, and this is what happened when I went to Nashville, was like I went down the strip. What's that strip in Nashville? The famous one? I can't remember.
Don't know.
Street. But it was like a lot of like cover bands doing like modern rock music and stuff, and I wanted to hear like country, like when I'm in Nashville, But there's different spots in Memphis you can go for like the real deal. Like across from Graceland is a place called Hernando's Hideaway, and they're a storied place, man. I mean, some legends have played there. And actually, James, a cool story about Elvis. Really early on in Elvis's career, a very young Elvis played at Hernando's Hideaway, and I think he was a little too risque or rock and roll for the crowd, and they were throwing bottles at him. And And a year later, he was the biggest thing in America, maybe the world. So it goes to show.
Hey, Sean.
But yeah, that place, man. You can go. Hey, Sean, how you doing, man? Yeah, James, I'm just happy to be here and help support the Elvis stream, man. This is pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When Sean set it up with you to be on my stream, because I was doing an Elvis chat the other night on Tuesday, but it didn't go so well. Yeah. And Sean saw I was a little upset, so he says, "Well, I'm gonna make that better," and so did JJ. So I'm glad I got you guys up here. Even if I have two people with me, I'm happy that we want to discuss Elvis. And one of the best places I went when I was there in Memphis is B.B. King's Blues Club.
Oh yeah, on Beale Street.
And the coolest thing, I didn't know. I thought it was a urine sample at first. I'm like, what is this? They serve beer to you in a mason jar.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd never seen that before.
Cool, right? I thought it was a urine sample.
And I went to this restaurant, with my dad, and I had jambalaya, and it was so good. I went to the washroom. They had people in the washroom that welcome you to the washroom. They go, "Welcome to the washroom. How you doing?" And I said, "Oh, thank you." I was in there for 15, 20 minutes talking to the dude. I said, "Is there any place where I can see an Elvis impersonator?" He says, "Yeah, you want to go across to the Pig."
Yeah. What year were you in Memphis?
I was there in 2003 with my dad in October. And when you go to the restaurants, and you say thank you to the waitress, they don't say you're welcome. They go, mm-hmm. It's true, they do.
Although, Ryan, to be honest, to really experience Memphis, and if you're going to go to a restaurant, wouldn't you have to go to the Waffle House?
You got Waffle Houses everywhere, man. Waffle House is great because you get everything on the menu for like $8.
I live up here in Wisconsin, I live 90 miles north of Chicago. Yeah. Where I live, we don't have Waffle House up here. We find it fascinating.
That's good, man. Yeah, Waffle House gets weird at night, man.
Okay, Ryan, we got a question for you from Cherry.
This was a gift. I got this as a gift. Yeah. I got a little one up there, too. A little Fink up there. I can get out of the way. You see him back there?
Oh, my God. What? Stunty.
Oh.
I lost it. Oh, my God. Stunty.
Speaking of
might have rehab for that.
When you guys went to Graceland, I don't think that museum thing across the street was open yet, was it?
No, it was open.
It was open for you? Yeah. How amazing is that, man?
Well, I didn't get to see it because the prices are so high, and I was there with my wife and my two girls, and to do the whole thing, my wife and I looked at each other going, we're going to skip part of this with the ticket prices and stuff. So we saw Graceland, the Lisa Marie, but we didn't go inside to see the stuff. But my question I have for you, since you're from Memphis, didn't they have the cars and the motorcycles in Graceland at one time?
Yeah, they're still there.
But they are?
Yeah, some of them. Not, it's actually the first thing when you walk in is the car museum and some of the motorcycles. And then there's some other ones deeper in the, in that complex. Like the Humvees he had and the go-karts and stuff that he would drive around in Graceland. And it's really cool, man. That whole complex is amazing with the memorabilia. All the costumes that he wore. But my favorite one was, you remember that story when he saw with that guy, Robert Goulet?
Yeah.
He saw Robert Goulet on TV and was so infuriated by this man that he shot his television set. And they have in that museum the TV set with the bullet hole in it
Oh wow.
I thought that was so cool. Such a cool piece of memorabilia, you know.
Oh, you're gonna like this picture, Ryan, that I'm about to show you. This is at the Pig.
Let's see it.
There's me with Elvis.
That's awesome. Wow. That's something else there, James.
Yeah,
Was the guy a good impersonator or no?
he was good. He says, my fans left me. They all left me. I said, I'm still here. He says, okay, good. I'm glad.
All right.
And I
good.
said, can I get a picture with you? He says, coming up here, son.
Because the reason I was asking is because when I toured Graceland, I didn't see any motorcycles at Graceland itself.
Yeah.
And I just remember that scene in U2 Rattle and Hum when Larry Mullen jumped on the motorbike when they told him not to. And it looked like it happened at Graceland, but I guess they moved all those bikes across the street.
Yeah, all the memorabilia and stuff's in these in this giant
Of
complex.
course I did, Cherry.
Yeah, it's really a cool thing to see. The planes were pretty sweet too. James, Terry wants to know if you went to Sun Studios.
Yeah, I even recorded Love Me Tender there.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yep,
You
I
ever
got
go
the
there,
CD
DJ?
downstairs somewhere. And the guy was a little sarcastic with me. He says, "Oh, you can't fucking sing. I'm gonna have to fix you up with some special things, you know." I said, "You know what? I sing my church choir. Watch me." And I sang "Love Me Tender." He says, "Oh my God, I thought Elvis was in the booth."
Oh,
'Cause I
wow.
did sound like Elvis when I sang. He goes, "Oh my God, I didn't have to fix you up." He said, "You can fucking sing." I said, "I told you."
That's right. Good for you. You showed him, James.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Sun was an amazing experience, man. That was one of the coolest tours I've ever been on. You know, and it's a small studio. You know, in your head you have this vision of like what it would look like, and then when you get in, you're like, oh wow, this is it. But you could just feel the history in that room, man. It's really cool.
You
Yeah,
just
Rattle
said
and
the
Hum
magic
and
word.
U2 when they recorded Angel of Harlem there. That's the thing. Movies are deceiving. It makes Sun Studios look huge, but it
Yeah.
really isn't that big at all.
I think I remember on that tour the guide saying that the U2 drummer left that drum set there and they just kept it.
Oh,
I thought it was pretty funny.
Hold on, looking through here because I've got some pictures here to show you of Sun Studio when I was there.
yeah. I have some more Elvis stuff to show too, James. Whenever you have it.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
And I'll be right back.
All right. Hold on. Let me get these. Gonna make sure I got the right ones here because they're all in special order here. So I want to make sure I don't mix them up. Okay, here's my Sun Studio pictures. So I'll make myself big here.
Yeah, man.
I almost made you big by mistake. I'm like, what? You're not the one showing them. Here I am.
There you are.
Because the sign was so big, my dad couldn't get the whole thing in there. Here's when you walk in.
That's cool. What a great picture. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, with the mic. I got a picture somewhere of me with that mic.
There's my dad with his favorite guy, Roy Orbison.
Orbison. Nice.
This is the mic that Elvis used. So here I am doing my Elvis dance.
Pretty good there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the $1 Million Quartet there, man.
Yeah.
James,
And
can you give us an Elvis lip?
Yeah, kinda.
It's close. It's good enough.
not really. Not my best thing. So you have any Elvis stuff to show?
Yeah, I brought a few things out. I have a bunch of records, but it's nothing that anybody hasn't seen before. But
Well, wait for JJ because I don't want him to miss out on that.
yeah, no problem. Man. Any plans of coming back to Memphis and seeing the new stuff at Graceland?
Oh, I wish I could. If I had the money, I would go definitely.
Hey,
But I don't have a passport. That's the thing.
oh, that's right.
Now, were you around when this restaurant was open? Oh, yes, you were. Of course, you lived there. I should know that.
Well, there's Where is that by? Is that in the like near Graceland? Because that doesn't look familiar to me.
Oh, that's a restaurant that was closed down.
Oh, okay. No, I mean I moved here 4 years ago, so
Oh, okay.
I've been here for about 4 years. So stuff like that. You went in 2003. Might have been before I moved. Yeah, there you are on
Yeah.
the corner of Beale Street. There. That's a good
Yeah.
pick.
There's BB King's Blues Club, and of course, a friend of ours that lives there. His name is Vince. He said, "Now you cannot go through Memphis without going to the famous Peabody Hotel."
Oh yeah. Did you see the ducks?
Yep, I saw the
Oh, yeah.
ducks. The ducks go through the hotel and stuff like that. It was really cool.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of odd things. Was the pyramid there when you went?
I think it was. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Memphis has this giant pyramid you can see from like pretty much everywhere. Bizarre.
And I remember when I went on the boat cruise with my dad on the Mighty Mississippi. Man, it's not blue at all. It's really dirty.
I wanted to ask you, James, what was your favorite room in Graceland? Do you have a favorite room?
All the wall of records.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. What about the no love for the jungle room?
Oh yeah, the jungle room was cool.
Jungle room is cool. It's a total fire hazard, but it's pretty cool.
When you go up the stairs and you see the monkey for the first time, I thought he had a hard on because it looks like he had a dick or something when I was going up the stairs, but then I saw it was his tail afterwards because from the angle I saw it, I didn't know what it was. Then you saw the 3 TVs in there and the
Right.
pool table. It says "Do not touch." Of course, I touched the pool table.
Oh, come on.
How could you not touch it?
What stunt you saying?
James had a mustache. Why did you get rid of it? So disappointed in you now. Well, I had a goatee. It was hard to keep up with it and everything, so I got rid of it. So Ryan, we've been showing some stuff, so it's your turn now.
Yeah, I only brought out a few things. Like I said, the records they do records that everybody have seen before, but I brought out some stuff that I thought maybe you guys hadn't seen. Here's a newspaper from the day after.
All right, I'll make you big.
Elvis passed away. Death
wow.
Captures the Crown of Rock and Roll.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
17th, 1977 is the day. He died what, the 16th?
Yep.
Yeah, and this is from the next day, from a local paper, the Commercial Appeal. I thought this. You think this is pretty cool, James?
Oh, I love that.
That's awesome.
Pretty neat, right?
That must be worth some money.
I don't know, but it's cool to have, And like I said, I love like 54 to 56 Elvis is primo for me. That's the prime stuff because he really he brought that rockabilly sound kind of to the masses, People haven't heard stuff like that, and he kind of turned people up on their heads, And I thought that was pretty cool. But there's another one that I love. It's the '68 comeback special when he's in leather, jumpsuit, which rules. It's a blast. And I got this. I thought you'd think this is pretty cool.
All right, you want to do the honors, making them big, JJ?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh
That
my
is cool.
God, I love that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? He's posable. He's got the microphone. Pretty
That
neat.
must be more expensive than a Funko Pop.
I don't know, but it is pretty sweet, man.
I wouldn't classify that with a Funko Pop.
No, but it's cooler than a Funko Pop. I'll say that much.
Yeah, this says it's from '93. Hasbro put it out. And, yeah,
Wow, that is so cool.
Yeah, I always thought this was neat, but we found it at a flea market. So I gotta get that. It's pretty neat because he looked so badass in that. In that leather jumpsuit. It's really cool.
I wonder how much that thing actually is worth.
I don't know.
I just wanted to show something to Mike real quick that I brought out as one of my things to show for James. This is the jungle room recordings.
Oh, cool.
So this is all recorded in the jungle room.
That's a cool thing to have there, bud.
Wow.
It was reissued on vinyl and CD. There's even inserts on it as well. Hold on.
What are some of the songs on there?
1 second. Bitter They Are, Harder They Fall, Take One. She Thinks I Still Care, The Last Farewell. Solitaire, which is really good. I'll Never Fall in Love Again. Moody Blue. For the Heart, Hurt, Danny Boy. Never Again. Love Coming Down. Blue Eyes, Quiet in the Rain. She Still Likes I Still Care. Way Down, For the Heart, and It's Easy for You. And here's the back.
Cool, man. That's a pretty cool record you got there.
Yeah,
Wow, that's awesome, man. Cool.
I had the CD, and then when I saw it was on vinyl, I jumped on it right away.
Yeah, pick it up. How does it sound?
Oh, it's great. It really, they did a great job on it.
Cool. Live from the Jungle Room.
Well, because you
That's
know what
amazing.
happened, right? Is that he was too whatever to go to a studio to record anything. So RCA brought the studio to the Jungle Room to record the record because he was too lazy, fat, or whatever, and drugged up to go to the studio to do it. You know, so that's why that happened.
Another thing I wanted to ask you, and it's not necessarily an Elvis movie. He wasn't in it, but somebody played him. Was Elvis and Nixon. Have you seen this movie?
Which one are you talking about? There are a couple of
years ago. I don't know who played him. Somebody, a real big actor played Nixon too, and did him really well. But
Kevin Spacey?
It might have been. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I saw the Amazon one with Kevin Spacey, and that was really good. And the guy that played General Zod in Man of Steel played Elvis, and it was really well done.
I just love the fact that Elvis drove to the White House and goes to the people at the front gate. He goes, I want to see the president.
Exactly. And I also like the fact that like he would roam around and just be whoever. He didn't care, and people would say you're Elvis. He's like, yeah, I am. You know, it was pretty cool.
Definitely.
Hey Mason.
Hey Mason, how you doing, buddy? James, I wanted to ask you if you went to, when you were in Memphis, did you go to the Arcade Diner and have a peanut butter and banana sandwich?
No, I didn't. I wasn't into those peanut butter banana sandwiches, but I have eaten them. My mom's made them for me. They're delicious. Oh my god.
Yeah. There's a place in Memphis called the Arcade Diner, and Elvis used to go there all the time and get those. And he would always sit in the one booth all the way in the back, all the way to the left. And they have it roped off now, you know, and you could reserve it if you want to go sit there where Elvis used to sit. But the thing is, when you sit there, you got to order the peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Well, there was a restaurant that was on the grounds of Graceland, and I was there, and they all had little jukeboxes, and I was playing all his hits in chronological order. Yeah. And there was a guy at another booth, and he was playing them, but he didn't really know what he was doing. Then he got pissed off, and I'm like, oh shit, is he gonna come knock me out or something? He comes over, he says, you fucking got me. I said, what did I do? He says, you're a bigger Elvis fan than me. You know all his hits in chronological order. I'm buying you a fucking Coke. I said, I already have one. Well, you're having another one. I said, well, thank you. He said, well, you're an Elvis fan. You're a true Elvis fan, so you're getting more.
That's cool. That's cool, man. Yeah, your passion and knowledge for Elvis is pretty inspiring, man. It's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do a great Elvis show, man.
And then my dad says, why is there another Coke in front of you? I said, well, that guy over there, he says I'm a bigger Elvis fan than him because I was playing all the hits in chronological order. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
No, you know what that is. It's Dobbs.
That's okay.
JJ, take him out.
You're okay.
I deleted the messages.
Yeah, good.
But yeah, I worked at you guys probably heard of the department store chain Kohl's.
Yeah.
You got yeah. I worked in their corporate office, and for some reason, every birthday and then the day of his death, they would always have the peanut butter and bacon sandwiches in the cafeteria for us to eat.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. You know, another thing I didn't realize till I moved down here was like the charitable side of Elvis. which I really, really respect. And I don't know if you guys know too much about like his
Oh, I
philanthropy.
knew that.
Oh yeah, about with the cops and stuff. He was great.
It's unbelievable. And he was a big donor to St. Jude's, the Children's Hospital here. And he just did a lot for the community. And it's crazy, like so many years after his death, that he still provides a lot for the community through all the tourism and all that other stuff. So he's still giving back in a way.
That's cool.
But he gave a lot to a lot of like underprivileged people in Memphis, which is really, really cool.
Sorry, I'm getting a message on Facebook from Lisa. A second.
Did you see all his badges on the wall at Graceland? Did they have
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I have some 45s. While James doing that, I can show some 45s.
Yeah, go ahead. Show them. I'm done when I'm done.
Here's the first one they have.
Well, that's a good one.
Mesa Blues. It's Now or Never. Original RCA label, but the picture sleeve is really cool.
You know, they say about It's Now or Never, when he hits that high note at the end, you really have to have a tenor voice to do it.
Oh, wow.
I sang it on karaoke once. I can hit the note too. Oh, because I am a tenor.
Here's the other one I have, Love Me Tender.
Ooh.
That's a great picture sleeve, isn't it?
Yeah, it's original pressing.
That's cool.
Wow.
The thing with Elvis, though, with the original pressings is you can say you have them, but I mean, there were so many that, they're not like, hard to find.
Well, I mean, unless you're talking Sun, that's
right. Here's King Creole.
Oh, I love King Creole.
On the back, it's got the movie stuff on the back. And then these are just my random 45s that I have of him. This first one is of Loving You and Let Me Be Your Teddy Bear. It's a basic 45. And then I have Burning Love on RCA. And I have I got Stung.
I got Sting.
Well, I have Sting too in the collection, but I got Stung.
Hold on, we got a question here from Ginger. From Terry. Does Ginger still live in Memphis? That's a good question.
Good question. I don't know. I've seen Priscilla around, but
I hear Priscilla's around, and I heard the family, like Lisa and all them, still have meals at Graceland. That's like part of the deal they have with the company that took over, that she's allowed to have a meals there and stuff like that with their family.
Yeah, they're very involved, man. And like this week is Elvis week in Memphis, so there's a lot going on. I'm sure they're hanging out somewhere, around town.
What I found funny about the tour, that I still talk about, is that they showed his button where he could call the kitchen and ask for more food. But if you see where his seat was and where the kitchen was, it's literally like from my door over here. Any average person could just get them walk and go get their damn food. Why'd you need to have a button there to tell them to come bring you your food? I didn't understand that.
This is Elvis, baby.
No, exactly. But I thought that was hilarious.
Whoever the Surface Spins is, I was going to read that comment. We had some Sun 45s and 78s too. They're long gone. That's a bummer that they're gone, but it's cool you had them when you did, because those are amazing recordings, man. And
you should have been keeping those, man, because those would have been worth some big bucks.
Big time, yeah. The record shop I frequent here, once in a while, one of those original Sun Elvis records will pop up, and they keep them behind the counter, man. The price tags on those things are wild.
Yeah, I heard that the recording he did for his mom at Sun Studios, that thing went for like thousands and thousands of dollars at auction.
Yeah, that was his first recording, right?
Right.
Was it My Happiness?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went in there to just make a record for his mom.
You know what I love like most about Elvis is like when it comes down to it, man, he was like a poor guy who had a dream. He's kind of like us, just a regular dude just trying to hustle and make it. Driving a truck, he's driving a truck, and he was relentless, and I got a lot of respect for his motivation, man. And he made the best of it, that's for sure.
Yeah, and that movie you were talking about before with Nixon and him, that just showed like he was willing to go like out in the public to a donut place or go wherever
Yeah.
And he didn't care. I mean, he would show him his gun or whatever, but he didn't care. You know, like he didn't need the entourage with him wherever he went. He would
So
just
I
roam around.
actually looked it up, and it was Kevin Spacey who played Nixon. Good call.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
because there were two movies. That's why about that meeting. That's why I didn't know which one we were talking about.
That movie made me laugh too. When Elvis brought a gift for Nixon, and he brought him a gun. And
Yeah.
a gun into the White
Elvis had an obsession with guns.
Yeah.
And he brought it to the White House, you know.
Yeah.
And then he wondered why it was confiscated. And then yeah, where's the gun? You know.
He was also going to end the drug problem in America while he was all doped up himself.
Exactly.
And the man taking drugs.
Yeah, he was a complex character, that's for sure, man. But you gotta love him.
But my favorite story is when the Beatles met Elvis and they all got high and were smoking weed and shit, and they were all having a jam session with him.
That's cool. Yeah. The now disgraced Kevin. That's a whole nother stream there, Mike.
Yeah,
We're talking
that's a whole nother chat for another time.
Right.
So keep it upbeat.
Definitely.
Keep it upbeat. Keep it Elvis, man.
Yeah, here's what I got for my birthday, James. And I don't think I ever showed this to you, but I got this.
All right, I'll make you big. Ooh.
In the back.
Nice jacket on there, man.
Wow.
Yeah. And the reason I like this one is my favorite cut of that he does is I don't know why it just brings out that Vegas 72 in concert. The song I Just Can't Help Believing. To me, the way he sings it, thank you very much. And the way he sings that song in this one, I just love it. It just personifies what it was like seeing Elvis live. And that's what I just love about it.
Yeah, that's cool, man. You seem like you're really into the Vegas era.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it was definitely an interesting era, that's for sure.
Yeah, and the movie with Austin Butler, that was my favorite part when he was like figuring out, like they were showing like what Elvis could do with this background singers and huge band and what he could actually do with it. And once it got in his head, like, oh, I could do all this, and I think that part was cool. I mean, yeah, I'll admit, like towards the end, he was fat and not moving around and all that. But when he was first starting out with that Vegas era, he was rocking out.
Oh, yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, and when you see the movie Elvis with Austin Butler, they focus on the Vegas years too.
Yeah, I was going to ask too. Does it start from the very beginning of it? Are we seeing like childhood Elvis?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, cool. And then does it go all the way to the death? So is it a whole life retrospective kind of
Pretty much.
yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Cool.
The only thing, because it's not really going to spoil it for you, but the only thing they omitted from the movie is the Ed Sullivan Show. They didn't show that.
What about did you ever hear the story about when Elvis went to do the Grand Ole Opry? I think it was 54.
Yeah, they didn't show that scene that they did in the
No.
movie.
And they called him Tumbleweed Presley.
Right.
Huh?
I think
Hold on, I gotta go help my mom because she's watching a movie on Netflix. So I gotta change it for her.
no problem. Take your time, buddy.
Take over, JJ.
Yeah,
No, go ahead, Ryan.
The story about Elvis at the Grand Ole Opry I thought was pretty funny because this is 54. He's going out there. I can't remember what song he played. I think he might have played Blue Moon of Kentucky, and I think he was a little too rock and roll at the time, a little too edgy for them. And the guy running the Grand Ole Opry said, "Hey man, listen, you might want to stick to driving a truck."
That was in the Kurt Russell movie. That scene was awesome. And then that's when he went back in the dressing room and started smashing stuff and because he was talented and the Grand Ole Opry route just wasn't for him.
No, he was a little too raucous for that crowd, I think.
Exactly.
And I mean, hell, they wouldn't even allow a snare drum in that joint, would they?
No. And the other problem with the problem with the Kurt Russell movie is not the Kurt Russell movie. I like the performance. I like the movie. I like every aspect about it. The problem is that it was done too soon after the event of his death. So I think they kind of buttered over a lot of stuff because they didn't want to, poke people or go into too much. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, and here's a good one, Ryan. This is also one that was done in the 2000s.
Okay.
Elvis, the miniseries with Jonathan Rhys Meyers, who played King Henry on The Tudors. And this goes up to the 68 comeback special, and it ends
Really?
there. This is really good.
He looks like a pretty convincing Elvis there, I gotta tell you.
Yeah, he does. He looks like him big time. So that was a good movie.
There
All
was
right, I'll make myself small here.
a comment, and I thought this comment was interesting from Mike.
Hey, breakfast. I just saw you there.
Elvis did 636 shows in Vegas from 69 to 76. That's unbelievable.
No, it is. Yeah, I mean that is just incredible.
I didn't know he did that many shows. That's insane.
Right. I don't think Britney Spears did that many.
I don't know, but I couldn't tell you. But man, that's
Aerosmith for that
unbelievable
matter.
amount of shows, man.
Yeah, I guess Aerosmith is going to be doing a Vegas run coming up in September. Yeah.
That stat shocked me. Did you know that, James? 606
What?
shows. Elvis.
Oh my God.
36 Vegas shows from 69 to 76. Wow.
And that doesn't include and that's outside of what he did as far as touring, at all.
Yeah, true.
No, he didn't, Sherry. He didn't offer me any Coke in the bathroom, but I'll tell you one. I'm going to tell you a funny story, Ryan. I think I've told you this one before, JJ. My dad and I were looking for the statue of Elvis in Memphis. I think it was on Beale Street. I'm not sure exactly where it was, but this guy comes out of nowhere with a wooden cross on a wheel. Okay, he's going around with it. We're waving to the guys, waving to us, and then this black guy comes out of nowhere. He goes, "God damn! Jesus didn't have no fucking wheel, did he, boys?" We said, no, he didn't. He says, he carried his burdens. You take that motherfucking thing off that wheel and you carry it just like Jesus did. If you got your worries and your burdens, you got to carry that cross, my boy. And we said, yeah, carry the cross. And then he started singing the old rugged cross.
I got a good one for you, James. It's kind of like that. I was on Beale hanging out. I was seeing this guy. There's a great blues guy who plays down there. His name is Blind Mississippi Morris. Check him out if you get a chance. It's just really good, like Mississippi blues stuff.
Okay, cool.
I was hanging around, and you could drink beer on the street, So I'm sitting there drinking a beer. This lady comes up and she goes, "Oh, God bless you. God bless you, sir. My kids, they have no food. And I just need a couple of dollars, and I will say a prayer for you. God bless you. All this, God bless me, and saying prayer." And I looked at her, I said, "I'm sorry, I don't carry cash." And she looked at me and said, "Okay, well, go fuck yourself then."
Oh, geez.
Oh my God.
For the prayers, and God bless me,
Dang.
Dang.
The best one I ever heard was when I was in New York City. There was a homeless guy, and do you remember those commercials that used to be on TV all the time for the United Negro College Fund?
No, I don't recall those.
Oh, these commercials on TV for the United Negro College Fund. And then this guy actually came up to us when we were out walking in Manhattan. He comes up to us and he goes, "Please support the United Negro Pastrami Fund." We're like, "You're so creative. We're going to give you some money because you're just awesome." That hits the peak of creativity right there. The United Negro Pastrami Fund.
The Pastrami Fund. I like that. The Castelli University.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mike also said overall he did 1,684 shows.
Wow.
The biggest audience was the Pontiac Silverdome, 60,000 fans.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah,
that's amazing.
He wasn't even traveling. He's staying in Vegas. Pretty sweet pace. It's a good pace, man.
Dang.
The part that amazes me most about that is that what I was told is a lot of times he wanted to go back to when he was touring. He always wanted to go back to Memphis, and so he would do his tour, and then he would come back at night and fly in, and then sleep overnight at Graceland and then go to the next place.
Oh yeah, he liked to be home. That's for sure.
Yeah, he did.
He liked to be home. Yeah, and
He sure did.
I've heard some wild stories about him taking his plane just to go get a sandwich somewhere. All that wild stuff too, though.
Well, private planes are nice. On a side note, my cousin works for the Brewers, the Milwaukee Brewers, and doing their stats. And he flies on their plane. And anybody ever flown business? There's nothing better than being able to call the pilot because you're running late, and he'll hold the plane for you.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did you know Ed of the King's Court? Do you know him, Ryan?
Who's that?
Ed of the King's Court.
No. Who's that?
He's an Elvis channel.
Oh, cool.
And when he was young, he used to go with his parents to all the Vegas shows. He's seen Elvis when he was a kid.
Be right back.
No kidding.
Yeah, you should check him out. It's called The King's Court. Check out his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And if you go back and like through his older videos, you can see that he went to Vegas when he was a kid with his parents and he saw Elvis live.
That's really cool. How many people can say that? Huh?
Yeah, not too many people, and he's got one of his scarves on the wall, framed on the wall in his basement. It's really cool.
So he's a big collector, huh?
He's got a big, huge collection of Elvis records. He's got memorabilia. He's got everything, man.
You should have had him up here, man. He would have been a great guest.
I know I tried to get him, but he's a hard guy to get a hold of.
Oh, really?
And I also tried to get another Elvis guy, Curtis Simpkins. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
No.
Oh, yeah, I got a kiss from Elvis as well, James. Yeah, that's true. He did.
I forgot
about that, Mike.
Hey, man. Live how you want to live, man. It's all good.
Right.
We're talking about this guy, Ed. He apparently saw Elvis in Vegas.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know Ed of the King's Court.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah, Joe Mail's friend.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Ryan knows who we're talking about, Joe Mail and all those guys.
Now, James, I think we run in different circles, but it's cool to sit down with you guys and BS about some cool music stuff.
Well, I'm going to bring your circle here, Ryan. I have a question for you.
Sure.
What's some good punk Elvis that you've come across?
Some good punk Elvis?
Right. I mean, aren't there punk guys that have tried to do some Elvis covers or something like that, or try to do something for him? Yeah.
I think the most notorious one, I would listen to the Misfits.
Okay.
I mean, Danzig was totally doing some kind of demented Elvis stuff, and the Misfits are a phenomenal band, man. I mean, the way it's produced, it's not ear candy, but when you really listen to it, there's some great guitars, and the vocals are phenomenal. Like, he does some really good vocals. Other than that, I mean, there's probably like a rockabilly, psychobilly kind of scene that, guys sing like that kind of stuff. When it comes to that stuff, though, like, listen, punk is my first love, but I love that mid '50s rockabilly sound. I go back to that stuff a lot, man. Guys like Joe Clay and Billy Lee Riley. There's a ton, but I love that stuff too, man. And Elvis, like I said, I was talking earlier, he brought that to the forefront and really brought it to the masses, which was really cool because it was an explosion after that of just great rockabilly music.
Right.
Yeah. And there's a group called Dred Zeppelin, and the lead singer dresses like Elvis.
Oh, really?
He comes out in the jumpsuit and everything. If you look it up on YouTube, Dred Zeppelin.
Check this band out. Pretty funny. When I was living in New Jersey, there was a band called the Dead Elvi, and they dressed like Elvis, but like zombie Elvises.
Oh wow!
Oh my god!
And, they play kind of like surfy stuff, and it was really good. They were really really good band.
There was a comedy in the 80s called Heartbreak Hotel. You ever seen that, JJ?
No, I've heard of the movie. I never saw the whole thing.
No.
Yeah, somebody kidnaps Elvis and brings him home to his wife or something. I think I remember. But the best documentary of Elvis, I mean, This Is Elvis was good, but The Searcher is really amazing.
Yeah, The Searcher is probably the best one. I thought This Is Elvis I don't know, it just wasn't that great.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool when it came out, but then when I've gone back to watch it, I'm like, nah, this isn't that good.
Nah, it doesn't hold the candle to The Searcher.
No. And I love how people on YouTube, it's hilarious. They use that opening shot of him walking up to Lisa Marie. Oh, here you get to see the upstairs of Graceland. When that could have been a set for all we know. We don't know that was really the upstairs of Graceland,
Well, I always said I want to do a show with Ryan Kidd. Now it's actually happening. I can't believe I'm seeing this.
We're here, man, and we're having a good time. It's an honor to be here with you, James.
So I got to do like Wayne's World now. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy.
Check out this picture, man. I got this at the Johnny Cash Museum, but I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh, you beat me to it.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that is so cool.
That's a
That
cool
is cool.
crowd them together, you know. And, that Johnny Cash Museum was cool, but the one that I liked even better, right upstairs, is the Patsy Cline Museum.
Mhm.
That was a
Mm.
blast, man. That was really cool too. I like Patsy Cline.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, I learned something new. I never thought Ryan Kidd would actually come on stream saying he likes Patsy Cline.
Oh, dude, I like a lot of stuff, man. You know, and the stuff I show on my channel is my first love, you know. But I love rock and roll. I like country western. I like rockabilly. I like all kinds of stuff. And
He's just not heavy metal. He likes everything.
well, I'm not really a heavy metal guy.
No?
No, I like 70s punk. That's my main love. And
Nice.
that 70s punk stuff has a lot more in common with the Beatles than it has in common with heavy metal, to me. You know, there's some good melody in there. There's some good songwriting in there. You got to dig for it, though. You know.
Yeah. Like the Ramones. I like the
Hey,
Ramones.
Ramones are great, man. One of my
But it's
favorites.
funny, I'm doing an Elvis show, and look what I'm wearing.
All right,
Yeah, I'm wearing a Toy Story shirt. So.
yeah, I thought you'd break out like a big E shirt for this one or something. You know, you got one? You got an Elvis shirt.
I just couldn't see myself buying. When I went to Graceland, I couldn't see myself buying an Elvis shirt because I was like, I'm going to wash it. It's going to wear out. Then it's going to go away, that kind of thing. So that's why I bought the way it is, the Blu-ray when I was there, because I'm like,
Oh, no.
it'll stay forever, and I could say I bought it at Graceland.
That's
So,
cool.
so was the burger any good, breakfast? The Memphis Mafia Mushroom Burger. Wow.
The only thing that's a kind of a bummer about Graceland and that new complex, especially, is there's a gift shop like every 10 feet, and it's kind of like, all right, we get it, you know. But there's a place across the street, and it was probably there when you guys were there. It's a gift shop. It's an Elvis gift shop, and everything that's at Graceland, you can get it for like half the price across the street. They tried to buy this that place out, but they wouldn't sell it.
Oh, wow. See, where my music tastes work, Ryan, is that you play a good I'm really into movies. Movies is my number one thing. I went to film school. I'm really into movies. And you play a really good 70s punk and you edit it with something, you'll have my attention, and I'll be into that music. And that's because of that, being so into movies, it's made me pretty eclectic, where I've seen some good scenes done to a Barbra Streisand song, and I've seen some really good stuff done to like, heavy metal headbanging type stuff as well. And then that music sticks with me, and that's what I listen to. That's just how I am.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that, because a part of when I first got into that punk stuff, part of what drew me to it was the grittiness of like 70s New York,
right?
You know, and mixing it with that punk sound, it just fits so well together. I mean, they were hand in hand. I mean, the music was, the music was basically music for what was happening at the time there, you know, and they pair together so well. I'll see if I can find something for you and send it to you. See if you like it. If you don't, no big deal. But
cool.
Well,
it's about
that's an easy question to answer. I Need Your Love Tonight was the first Elvis song I ever heard, and I loved it.
Yeah, That's All Right was for me. I think That's All Right was the first one I heard, and I was like, okay, really cool. Because like, before Elvis, I got into Jerry Lee like pretty heavy before I got into Elvis. But you know, those guys, the $1 Million Quartet, you wind up going and check them all out. Carl Perkins, Johnny Cash, obviously.
Hey, Brian.
I was into Eddie Murphy a lot. I actually showed my Eddie Murphy tour badge I have. And so the first Elvis song I heard was when Eddie Murphy imitated Elvis doing My Way in his comedy routine for Delirious. And that's what kind of got me to listen to Elvis. Like I said, my parents were 60s hippies. They were not into Elvis at all. So I kind of had to branch off and listen to Elvis on my own.
You know, another little funny thing too was you remember the Clash "London Calling"?
Oh yeah,
yeah. So that album, that album cover is like a take off the first Elvis LP, right?
Right.
And I remember being a youngster and getting that album, and an older person said, "Hey, that's the Elvis cover." I said, "No way." And then I looked at it and said, "Yeah, I got a little more into it, you know.
Yeah, it kind of looks something like this, which I'm about to show you. I gotta make myself big here.
You've got the goods, man. Show us the goods here. Yeah, very cool. That's a cool little figure you got there.
I love the detail on the guitar. Isn't that
I
cool?
was
It
going
says
to say
Elvis
that. That's
Presley.
really neat.
Can't really see it well, but it's there.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that
That's
neat?
cool. Where'd you get that, James?
A friend of mine gave it to me because I was like a son to her. Keep me big, and I got to show you something else.
Cool.
I don't know what happened to his hand. His hand fell off or something years
Oh.
ago. I don't know what happened, but this is an Elvis radio. It's an actual radio. So you got all the controls on the side. I got new batteries for it, but I can't get reception on it. See, it's got his name and the date he was born and the day he died and everything.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Now, I don't know if you've ever. How old are you, Ryan? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 33.
Oops, what did I do? Okay, I don't want to make myself make me small. Make me small. Okay, so
He yells at me when I don't do it, and then I do it, and we fight back and forth. It's pretty.
Well, that's our little
I have the
shtick
same
that we
problem with Mika at Doctor and the Kid. We fight for the controls sometimes. So
do. So I'm guessing you are old enough to remember this show. It used to be on late night on, I think it was Friday nights or Saturday nights. I'm not sure, and it was called DC Follies. And it was
I'm not familiar with that.
And there was a live action guy that was the bartender, and you had Reagan, you had all the old hey Cameron, and you had all the old presidents in there, and they're obviously all puppets.
Yeah.
And you go around, talk to them, bring them drinks and everything. And they had an Elvis puppy. He says, "Elvis, I thought you were dead." I said, "Well, I'll fake my death so I can get away from it all. So I've been hanging out in your bar for a couple of months." And they had all these puppets, DC Follies. Look it up on YouTube. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
You see all the puppets you see
DC
Gerald
Follies.
Ford in there and everything, and it's funny. It's hell.
Say the name of the show one more time there.
DC Follies.
DC Follies. Okay, I'll check it out. It sounds cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is.
Ryan, one of my coolest experiences is I saw you two at Madison in at Camp Randall, and what was left of the Clash opened for them and
You're
Public
kidding.
Enemy.
Wow.
Yeah, they put what was left of the Clash at that time in '92. They were amazing. I
What-
thought even just who they had,
Was it it wasn't Big Audio Dynamite, was it?
No, it was just who was left of the Clash.
Did you say 82 or 92?
'92.
92. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. How was the show?
Wow.
It was great. I mean, well, the U2 show is beyond amazing for that time period. But yeah, it was amazing how they would have like Public Enemy and then them open up for them, and then they would do it in like another city that they would have a totally different set of bands open for them. They didn't like tour with them,
Wow. It's a hell of a show when the Clash are an opener, man.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, seafood. Nice.
And what I find cool too about the Clash, Ryan, is that I'm a father. I'm 50 years old. I'm a father of a 18, 19-year-old daughter. And then they watch Stranger Things, and then they come to me like the Clash is this new thing, and I'm like, they've been out forever,
They-
I love
what
the
did they
song.
play
Should I
on
stay or should I go?
Okay, yeah. Hey, man, this show's turning a new generation on to some cool music. That's cool.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm in the same boat. Yeah, I agree.
It's new to them, so. I'm almost kind of envious. I would love to like wipe the slate clean and hear the Clash for the first time again.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, capture that magic again. That'd be really cool.
Yeah,
Well,
my aunt was into Bowie and the Clash. That's all I
Yeah.
ever heard coming from downstairs when I was growing up.
oh yeah.
Cool, man.
Well, they brought back the Clash got pretty popular again when they did the movie, the James Bond movie, Die Another Day. Remember when he's parachuting and they play London Calling?
Yeah,
No,
And the bad guy's going down, and he meets up with Madonna.
It's funny because like the things that I think, because I don't really watch a lot of those shows or the movies and stuff, but when I hear about it, I get a kick out of it. And I was watching some. I like basketball a lot, and I was watching some commercial.
Oh, I love basketball too. Toronto Raptors all the way.
I'm a Knicks fan, baby. Come on.
Go Bucks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Bucks fan.
Giannis
Spoiled
under
me,
the
man.
Kumpo.
I was watching. There was a commercial, an NBA commercial during the. Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Look at those ghetto blasters on the front. What a cool cover, man.
I know. I love this.
Yeah, that's
That's
great.
old school.
And what was so cool about this mix is it was picked by him personally, like
Really?
what they thought he would want on a greatest hits. And it's great.
That's cool. I'm sorry, I keep losing my train of thought with the
Sorry.
commercial. It was the NBA commercial, and it was the Cramps doing "The Way I Walk," which I think is a Charlie Feathers cover. But it was just so weird to see NBA players walking to a Cramps song. And I'm just like, I don't have the energy to be mad at something like that, though. You just move about your day. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Ryan, what was really cool is that when the Bucks won the championship a couple of years ago, right over here by the Chick-fil-A by my house, Giannis Antetokounmpo was there at the drive-thru with this crowd of people, and he was buying chicken sandwiches for everybody.
That's cool.
Awesome.
He seems like through his interviews and stuff like a really genuinely like good dude.
He is.
Yeah.
He lives in the same neighborhood where my daughter goes to college, and she goes to the grocery store. And like at the grocery store, if he's there, he'll sign whatever. He doesn't care.
That's cool.
It's a different attitude than most of them have. There's a really good movie on Disney called Rise. If you like NBA players, I would recommend watching.
Yeah, that was a great movie, Rise. I saw that too. Yeah.
I gotta get hip to the movies, man. You guys are really knowledgeable about all these movies. I gotta get on it, James. You gotta send me the recommendations, man.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
Rise
I
is
can
only on
email
Disney
now,
Plus,
so I
though,
can
but
email you a list of movies you should watch.
Yeah, it'd be great, man. I would love that.
Oh yeah, I got some great movies that you might like.
Yeah.
Mom,
Yeah, it'd be cool.
come here, meet my friend Ryan. Oh, you're okay. Come on, you've seen JJ before. Come say hi. Ryan, this is my mom, Pat, and of course you know JJ.
Hi.
Pat, how you doing?
Hey, Pat.
Hi, JJ.
And that's
I'm
his little
Ryan.
buddy Rat Think over here, the little rat.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh my God.
We kind of look alike, don't we, Pat?
Ooh.
Hey, Pat. Yesterday I shed some tears when I hugged my daughter and sent her to college.
Ah,
We hugged each other and cried. She's going to Ball State in Indiana.
oh.
David
That'll be
Letterman.
fine.
Yeah. They actually have the David Letterman building at her college.
What did he say?
they have the David Letterman building. He's a talk show host.
Yeah, I remember David Letterman.
Letterman.
Yeah.
The top 10 guy.
Is Pat an Elvis fan? Are you an Elvis fan, Pat?
Not really.
So? Yeah.
So.
She's not into
Not
the big
like
music
him.
scene, no.
Yeah. I'm astounded by James's knowledge of Elvis. Like, when did he start getting into heavy into Elvis?
When I was 8 years old,
Yeah.
I asked my dad about him.
Wow.
And there's Mike Mason. You know Mike.
Oh, I know Mason. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, my buddy.
Yeah.
And you know Cameron. Cameron's there
Oh,
too.
Cameron. Yeah.
Oh, everybody's saying hello. You got a lot of fans.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they all know my mom. They all love her. And Sean Spins is there.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you could have a segment on your channel, James.
I know. I mean, one day
Her own segment.
when I do a regular stream, which I hope Ryan, you'll come back and hang out with us for more music talk at some point.
Definitely.
I'll bring my mom up on camera once, and she can talk to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Take care.
Yeah, so this is great that you came, Ryan, and Sean. I want to thank you once again for setting this up, because the other night was just a little bit of a disaster for me.
You know, James, I watched the replay. Weekdays are tough for me because I work.
Yeah.
I couldn't make it, but I did watch the replay, and I thought you did a great job. I thought the stream was fine. But
I feel horrible, James, because I was geared up. I pulled into the gas station with my daughter because I've been driving them around because of their jobs and college and all this. And we were way in the boonies, and I felt bad. I said, Allie, you drive. I'm going to be on James's stream now, because I had it in my head that I was going to do it. I got up there. It was like 3G, 4G. I could barely get a signal to do anything. And I was like, oh, I feel horrible. I can't go on. Or I can't even comment. I can't even see the video. I was so mad.
Well, James, look at this now, man. This is the redemption episode, and you knocked it out of the park, kid. Come on.
See, I didn't go for an hour and 29 minutes or 24, whatever it was the other night. I'm over 2 hours and 9 minutes now. This is perfect. This is the redeeming show that I needed.
We
have 13 or 14 people watching you right now, but you needed to consider this. Joe Mayo is live right now. There's a vinyl auction going on right now. I mean, all this stuff is going on right now, and you're still getting a pretty decent audience, I think. For
I
what
know.
all that's going on right now in the VC right now at this moment. So you should be proud of yourself. Is all I want to say, and give
Oh
yourself.
yeah, and I've
yourself a
still
pat on
I've
the
still
back.
got a crowd here. I've still got everybody, and I'm happy. I'm happy with the way things turned out tonight.
Yeah, I was glad I could be a part of it, James. You did a great job, man.
And another thing you should watch on my channel is my first interview I did with Paulina, the Angel of Music.
So you're doing the interviews now. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to set up some more. If you want me to interview you at some point, I would do it.
Oh man, come on. I'm not
I'm
a
sure
very interesting guy.
Oh, I'm sure you would be. Maybe I'll even do Rat Fink.
That would be interesting. That would be fun. Yeah.
I'd be like, "Hi, Rat Fink, how are you?" And he'd be like, just sitting there and not saying anything.
Yeah, he's a rat of few words, James.
Yeah. Well, guys, this has been a great stream. I got to go take the dog out for a last walk of the evening.
Awesome.
Then I'm going to go watch some TV.
Ryan, it was
now.
an honor to have you here, by the way.
Yeah,
buddy.
it was really nice to meet you, JJ. It was good talking to you. And James, it was a pleasure, man. We finally got to be on screen together, and it was awesome.
Yeah, and I hope you'll come back again when I do another music stream. I'll email you, and we can set something up, and you can come up, and we'll chit chat, talk about different music and stuff. So I want to thank my panel, JJ, my able-bodied wingman.
You wonder how I didn't get the show right here.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool.
And we got Ryan Kidd for the first time on my channel, and my lovely peanut gallery. So I want to thank you all for being here. And as I say in my channel, Beatles forever. See you on the next one. Bye for now.
Take care.
See you later. Bye.